Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie Kate, and this is my space where I share with you my passion for travel, food, sustainable living, and nursing. If you are interested in any of these topics, then please do subscribe to my channel. Since it is Nurse Practitioners Week, I want to share with you nurse practitioners and nurse practitioner students that I admire, I follow, and I look up to. If you don't know yet, I am a registered nurse and I have been working as an RN for quite some time now, and I do work along with NPs and MDs, and I really admire the profession so much. If you don't know what a nurse practitioner is, nurse practitioners are registered nurses with master's or doctoral degree. Nurse practitioners can assess, they can diagnose, they can treat and manage diseases, and they can also prescribe medications. With the healthcare provider shortage, I do believe that nurse practitioners and physician assistants are a great addition to the healthcare team. If you're a registered nurse and you plan on going back to school as an NP, there are so many specialties that you can choose from. There is family, where you see patients from womb to tomb. There is geriatric, where you treat mostly adults. There's women's health, where you provide well woman care, prenatal and postpartum care. There's pediatric, if you are interested in treating kids. And there are psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners that provide mental health care needs to individuals and families. There's so many NP specialties and routes that you can choose from that I won't get into, otherwise this video is gonna be too long. And depending on what state they are in, they can have full practice, reduced practice, or restricted practice. Full practice means that you can work independently. You do not need a doctor on site, and you can be the main healthcare provider. States like Nevada, Arizona, and Oregon are considered full practice. I live in California, which is considered a restricted practice state, which means that a nurse practitioner is required to work under the supervision of a physician at all times. Now that you know what a nurse practitioner is, let's talk about my favorite nurse practitioners and nurse practitioner students. For my favorite nurse practitioners, the first one is Nurse Liz. Liz is a family nurse practitioner and also a YouTuber, and I love her videos about NP school, which are all informative and entertaining to watch. I've been following Nurse Liz when she was still a student. What I like about Nurse Liz is that she's very transparent about her journey as a nurse practitioner student, and she shares the struggle of being a mom and also working as a nurse at the same time. She also responds to Instagram DMs, which I find helpful, especially for students who are interested in the profession and want to know more about it. The second one is Fatima Francesa. Fatima is a family nurse practitioner and also a YouTuber. She is a nurse, entrepreneur, a speaker, an author. The girl is hustling. I met her when she went here in LA. I like her vibe. She is very chill and she's very driven, which is very inspiring for people like me. I do enjoy watching her vlogs because she shares her journey as a nurse practitioner student. She's very vocal about not wanting to work as a bedside nurse, and I do admire that honesty. I have seen people who work as a bedside nurse even though they're not so passionate about it and they feel miserable, but they settle, and because of that misery, sadly, most of them turn into bitter nurses that are so unpleasant to work with. You don't have to limit yourself as a bedside nurse. There are so many things that you can do as a nurse. If you don't like bedside nursing, you can always go the administrative route. If you're passionate about teaching, you can be a nurse professor. If you're interested in crime investigations or anything about legal matters, then you can be a nurse attorney or a forensic nurse. There's so many things that you can do as an RN, and if you find yourself very miserable working at bedside, then explore other avenues and explore other specialties. My next favorite is Kojo Sarfo, and he is a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and also an author. He wrote the book You Already Won, and he shared his personal journey on how he dealt with his mental health. He is also a YouTuber, so if you are interested in going the DNP route, I highly suggest that you follow him on YouTube because he posts a lot about being a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and also how you can become one. My next favorite nurse practitioner is Belle Yu. She is also a YouTuber and she is an aesthetic nurse practitioner, which I am so interested in. I do see myself going the aesthetic route eventually. Aesthetic is something that I want to eventually explore. I've been very interested with Botox injections, filler procedures, also microdermabrasion, and also microneedling. There's something about the aesthetic industry that I really want to learn more about. That is why I love watching her videos, because I get to see a glimpse of what goes into the aesthetic industry and I get to learn more about other procedures that they do as an aesthetic nurse. My next favorite nurse practitioner is Jonathon Yam. He is a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner and I do believe that he is also Filipino. I found him on Instagram where he shared his nursing journey, which I find inspiring. I can't remember, but I think it is 10 or 11 years ago, he got rejected in a community college's nursing program because they said that he is not competitive enough and that he doesn't have what it takes to become a nurse. Eventually, he got into a nursing program and then after obtaining his BSN, he went the DNP route. I think this year he graduated with his DNP degree and now he is board certified nurse practitioner. I love his story because it just shows that if you are driven and motivated, you can be anything. It is a great lesson that even though you get rejected or you fail from something, as long as you don't stop and you just continue pursuing it, then you can always succeed. Looking back, I wasn't my best during college and I was going through a very rough time all throughout my college life, which really affected my grades, affected my performance in school. I'm not proud of my grades and honestly, I graduated, but I didn't do my best. I don't let those grades define me. I don't let that experience define me. Now that I am in a more stable and better state, then I get to perform well. You can always change and improve yourself, and I am so glad that I am in that position right now. Okay, let's move on to my favorite nurse practitioner students. My first favorite NP student is Quinn. She is an adult gerontology nurse practitioner student and also a YouTuber. I also met her when she was here in LA with Fatima. She makes great videos about working in the ICU, working as an Air Force nurse, and also as an NP student. I do enjoy people talking about how they manage school and also how they study for different subjects. I just find it very entertaining. She also makes lifestyle videos and also travel videos. So if you are someone who is interested in entering the military, I do recommend checking her channel out. She makes great videos about it. Another NP student that I do enjoy watching is Jeannette, or also known as iFit Nurse. She is also a YouTuber, and what I like about her channel is she makes videos about her different milestones like applying for NP school, getting interviewed, getting accepted, and also how she studies for her subjects. Since she is a mom, she openly talks about how hard and just a struggle of being a nurse, a mom, and also an NP student all at once. Being an online student is also hard because basically you teach yourself, you motivate yourself, and you have to really be disciplined to be able to survive online school. And that is it for today's video. Those are my favorite nurse practitioners and nurse practitioner students that I do admire and I look up to. How about you? Who are your favorite nurse practitioners or nurse practitioner students to follow? Comment down below and I will for sure check them out on social media. Again, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye! since you made it this far, I am going to share a secret.